You have no money and you don't get paid for another week. You have to figure out how to make money as soon as you can. You should be glad you found your way to the right place. Sometimes all you need is a small amount of money to get you through a rough spot. Whether it's the end of the month and you're short on rent, or you just got a small bill, and preferably something you can start today. So, if you need at least $100 or more in the next few days, you might find a few ideas on this list that will help you reach your goal. On the other hand, this list is probably not for you if you have a lot of debt and need a lot of cash quickly. Anything that says you can make four figures in a short amount of time is probably a scam, unless you sell things worth thousands of dollars or use your credit cards to the max. Be careful and don't get too far away from the good advice here. Everything that is given has been checked out and proven to be a real way to make money. We've done the research on hundreds of ways to make money so you don't have to. It could be a temporary work-from-home job or taking advantage of a company's special promotion. We've taken care of this so you don't have to. Put your books on the market. A university bookshop will sell used books for a few cents on the dollar. Checking out online services like Bookscouter.com is a good idea if you want to find better buyback deals. There's a chance of making as much as $300. If you're still in college or just graduated within the last year or two, you probably still have some textbooks that could easily sell to make a few extra dollars. If this is true, you might want to do this. When you resell textbooks, you usually only get a very small part of what you paid for the book in the first place. There are websites like Bookscouter that let you shop around for the best price when you want to sell your old textbooks. Bookscouter came out on the top of our list as the best site to sell textbooks because it lets users compare buyback prices from more than 30 different sellers. This is because Bookscouter lets people get as much money as possible from selling their textbooks. If more of us had known this at the time, we could have probably gotten at least twice as much money for our physics book. Take paid surveys. Earnings of more than $50 a month are possible. People think that paid survey websites are not reliable, but this is usually because they have too high expectations. Taking online surveys won't make you rich, not even close, but they're a quick and easy way to make a little extra money in your spare time. Market research firms like Branded Surveys are often used by brands and organizations to find out more about their target group of customers. Surveys are a common way for research companies to get this kind of information, and people who fill them out are usually paid for their time. There are, however, a few exceptions to this rule, such as surveys that pay much more than the average of 50 cents to $3. If you have debts that are due soon and need help paying them, surveys won't help you much. On the other hand, surveys are a great way to make anywhere from $25 to $50 or more in cash or gift cards each month without putting in a lot of time or effort. SurveyMonkey, Inbox Dollars, and Swagbucks are a few of the websites that pay out well for paid surveys. Get discounts and other perks. Earnings of more than $100 a year could be possible. If you buy things online, you definitely know about cashback and rewards programs. If you don't, who are you? Who are you if you don't do any online shopping? The idea is simple. Look online for a product that interests you or that you need, buy it with Dollar Sprout rewards, and save money that you would have spent otherwise. At well-known stores, you can usually find an easy cashback of between 2% and 5%. The browser extension will also automatically search the web for coupons and promo codes that can be used. After you install the desktop browser extension and set it up quickly, it will start saving your information automatically and permanently. There's no catch, and there are no fees for using it in any way. Meal delivery services are becoming more and more popular. Even before the coronavirus spread around the world, more and more people were using apps that move food. At the moment, we're seeing daily order numbers that have never been seen before. Use this trend to your advantage by thinking about the different ways you can make money by giving common items to people who need them. Even after a pandemic is over, people will still want things delivered to them because it's easier. If there's one thing we've learned from Amazon, it's that people like when things show up at their door out of the blue. Use Uber if you must. As soon as Uber gives you the go-ahead to drive with their app, you could start making money right away. Because of Uber Instant Pay, drivers can now cash out and get money in their bank account quickly, as often as 5 times a day. Most of the time, cash will be put into your debit card account, but how long it takes depends on the bank you use. It makes sense that using Uber as a side job would be one of the most popular options in today's gig economy, since drivers can get paid quickly and the service works on demand, giving them full control over when and how much they drive. Information on the Uber website shows that many drivers stopped working during the pandemic because there were fewer riders. People were staying at home. As the city started to reopen, there weren't enough drivers to take everyone who needed a ride. Since this is the case, right now is a great time to join Uber and become a driver. There are online ESOL, or English for Speakers of Other Languages, classes. You could make anywhere from $13 to more than $20 an hour. Most students in the United States study a foreign language for 2 or 3 years in high school before moving on to the next level. According to a 2016 study by China Youth Daily, nearly 70% of Chinese parents say that their own children or children they know started learning English before the age of 5. This is mostly because Chinese parents are so focused on giving kids a head start from a young age. This is very different from how things are done in the United States, where there's a growing gap between the number of teachers with the right training and the number of teachers who need to be trained. Spend money on your own health for your future self's sake. In 6 months, you could make anywhere from $50 to more than $2,000. At least in part, money is what drives most people to do things. The possibility of losing money is an even stronger reason to do something. DietBet and Healthy Wage are 2 websites that know about this aspect of human psychology and use it to encourage their users to reach their weight loss goals. If you want to lose some weight and make some extra money at the same time, you might want to bet on one of those websites. If you reach your goal, which will be determined by a certified weigh-in at the end of the challenge, you will get paid. If you don't lose the amount of weight you want to, your bet will be considered a loss. Rent out your space. Earnings of more than $500 a month are possible. If you have extra space in your home and want to make some extra money, listing it on Vrbo could be the best way to do it. The idea is simple. First, you figure out how much your space is worth. Then you sell a room or your whole house through the app. Then you check out potential guests, and finally, you get paid. To get started, you'll need to create a listing by giving a description, taking photos of your area, and uploading them. Only then can you set a price for it. Your listing gives guests a chance to get an idea of what your property is like. Then decide when you will be able to go there and make some rules for your community. As soon as your listing is live, people will be able to book a stay at your house and you'll start making money. Make a living writing as a freelancer. You could make anywhere from $25 to more than $500 per article. Have you ever tried to read a long message or email that someone who can't write left for you? At the very least, it's hard to understand what's being said because of the bad grammar, run-on sentences, and broken-up thoughts. The truth is that most people write this way. This means that if you can write in a way that keeps a reader's attention and makes them want more, you have a skill that you can sell and make money from, and in many instances, quite a lot. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more.